Shalom, welcome to this third video on Sedrat Shemos, where the Rishonim debate the psukim that we're so familiar with. This video will concentrate on Shemos Perek Beis, Pasuk Beis, Shemos 2:2, as it says right here on your screen. Okay, the pasuk says as follows: "Tahar isha v'teled ben v'tira oso ki tofu v'tefneo shosha yorachim." So the pasuk says that the woman gave birth. This is Moshe's mother. Moshe's mother gives birth, v'teled ben, and she gave birth to a son. V'tira oso ki tofu, and she saw that he was good. And she hid him for 3 months. Now, what is that? What's the idea behind this? And here we have, what does that mean that he was good? So here we have a debate between Rashi and the Rashbam. Interestingly enough, the Rashbam was related to Rashi. So it's actually an inter-family debate. And Rashi says as follows: look at Divrei HaMaschil Ki Tofu, Kishanoah Nitmale Habayit Kula Ora. So Rashi, quoting the Medrash, says that when Moshe Rabbeinu was born, the entire house filled with light. Pretty impressive. Didn't happen when I was born. So the whole entire house was filled with light. That's Rashi's opinion. And of course, in order to understand Rashi's opinion, I don't know if we have to take it literally, but the question is, what is Rashi trying to explain? Now, the Rashbam, he has a pretty lengthy comment. The Rashbam, interestingly enough, usually has very small comments. Here, he goes into great length. We're not going to do it all. We're going to skip to the end of his comments. But at the beginning of his comments, the Rashbam explains that Moshe was premature by 3 months. And the reason why they hid him for 3 months was because the Egyptians had records of who was expecting a baby, and they would go ahead and check to see when those babies were born. Now, the Rashbam says as follows. He says that after 3 months then they had to hide him, because for the first 3 months they had no idea he was born, since he was 3 months premature. Now, when a baby is premature, is a question of whether the baby is going to make it or not, as unfortunate as that is. And the Rashbam says, all right, so after going through the whole explanation of why they waited 3 months and Moshe was premature, he says as follows. He says, "L'chein nistalka bo b'shas leida im hu nefel, v'titarach be'etmanasav rasa ki tovu v'yafehu." Right, so they were waiting the couple of months before it was quote unquote worth it to hide him to see if he was going to survive. In other words, there would be no point of making this basket and putting him down the river and their whole plan of keeping Moshe Rabbeinu alive if he was going to be a premature baby that wasn't going to make it. So, how did they know that he was going to make it? Ki gamru simanav sarov etziparnav kamo shaninu b'yevamos v'yada shehu bar kayama v'tzapenu gimriachim ad sof teishirachim shehu zman leidas arov nashim. Right, so what do they see? They saw that, and this is what it means, ki tofu. They saw that he had his hair was complete, and his nails were grew in, and they knew then those were signs that he was going to make it, and therefore they hid him for the 3 months until the end of the pregnancy. And when they came to at the end of 9 months and said, "Where's your baby?" In other words, we knew you were expecting a baby. They were trying to see if it was a boy so that they could kill it, or a girl so that they would allow it to live. So they said, unfortunately, Moshe was they didn't call him Moshe, but they said, unfortunately, my baby didn't make it. He was premature and he didn't survive. So, because if they didn't say that, then the Egyptians would have thrown this little baby Moshe into the river to drown. Now, that's all great on a simple level, this debate between Rashi, who says that Moshe Rabbeinu was, when he was born, the whole house filled with light, and therefore they knew he was good, or the Rashbam, who said that they were just trying to see if he was going to survive or not, and therefore waiting to see if his nails and his hair would grow in. So that's all great in terms of a simple pshat debate. The question is, what concepts are they hiding? The true wisdom of this debate is only going to come out once you analyze it, and I look forward to reading your answers. Shalom, and hope to see you next time. By the way, for extra credit, anyone know what this is behind me? It's absolutely beautiful.